Hello and welcome to Dateline Lagos on Channels Television. I'm Ayotunde Balogun. Coming up on the program, Lagos State Government holds third employment summit. Governor Sanwo-Olu pays 4.5 billion naira to 2,000 retirees, and Governor Sanwo-Olu commissions 2 housing schemes in Mile 2. The need to create sustainable economic opportunities for young people in Lagos State has restructured the state government's intervention in the job creation sector. Now, this is according to the Lagos State Governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, who was speaking at the State Employment Summit. He says the best way to close the unemployment gap is to double the state's investment and generate more job opportunities for the people.
It's the third employment summit put together by the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund at the Eco Hotels and Suites, Victoria Island. The focus of the discussion is job creation, uniting for impact to fast-track more economic growth in Lagos State.
The LSCTF's core mission to tackle unemployment in Lagos by promoting entrepreneurship is very much in alignment with entrepreneurship-led job creation. The fund's technical and financial investments in Lagos micro, small, and medium enterprises over the last 8 years strongly recommended. Governor, the tax from which you take the money today to invest in these people today is going to give you greater tax for tomorrow. That is all it does. That's all it does. So rather than looking at a leakage now, is it possible for us to look at it as an investment and then manage that investment in a manner that will be productive? Because even the investment that we make individually that are unmanaged, we lose money, we lose them. They are not meant to be lost. We need to create parameters for measurement. I'll come there. Indeed, Nigeria's high-level entrepreneurial potential is driven with states like Lagos, not short of young people starting businesses, even though most are largely necessity-driven entrepreneurs. Doesn't matter. When we have taken care of those necessities, those businesses tend to shift into larger visions for those people. With over 90% of Nigerian MSME operating at very micro and low growth levels, how can LSCTF and all of us here help to translate these high entrepreneurial levels to significantly boost socio-economic productivity? That should be the discussion.
Lagos State Employment Trust Fund has continuously closed the unemployment gap by creating direct and indirect jobs for citizens.
Today is the third edition of our Lagos State Employment Summit, and it's an avenue to bring together the demand side of labor, the supply side of labor, our partners, our stakeholders, the governor, everyone that matters to actually create employment in Lagos State. We have about 5 or 6 pillars that we use to deliver this, and it's employability, access to capital, Lagos Innovate, our training arm for technology, and also business support. Now, this event today is saying to all of our stakeholders that we have a call to action to make sure in our little space, we're not working in silo, that as we create, we need to collaborate, and we need to make change and impact in Lagos State. So that's the call to action for everyone here today. We need to unite for impact to create that job while we collaborate and create change in Lagos State. If you're looking for a job in Lagos State today, go onto the LMIS, log in your details, and we would match you with an employer that needs somebody with your skill set. But beyond that, for the policymakers, for the regulators, people that need to understand what is our true unemployment rate in Lagos State and what are the needs of Lagosians, the LMIS is actually that solution that will give them that information to make those decisions for the state.
The demand for employment is now more pressing than ever, a reason why the State Employment Trust Fund has created an online platform for job search called Labor Market Information System.
This journey started about 3 years ago, July 2021, and there has been a dynamic team of both internal and external stakeholders to LSCTF who have been working really hard on putting everything together. In doing the launch, we thought to ourselves as a team within LSCTF, what do we want to show everyone? It's one thing to just launch something, but we thought, let's show you how it works. So that is why we did the video the way it was. We wanted to demonstrate practical examples of how each and every single one of us could make use of the system. We could be students, job seekers, employers of labor, or even policymakers, and we're all represented in this room today. This system is very important to all of us, and it's a accumulation of pretty much everything we've already heard today, from Mr. Adeola's speech to all the goodwill messages, and even to Mr. Governor's speech. We are all players in this system. Lagos has to work, and Lagos cannot work without the people in it.
Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, who is also in attendance, believes that the uncontrolled migration of young people requires adequate resources to create employment opportunities for the growing demographic.
We see the issue of ability to create the right jobs, the right atmosphere for those jobs to flourish, and the right environment for those jobs to be retained. And that's why I need to first thank and commend the current board of LESTF for staying true to the mandate that we gave about 4 years ago, and they've actually built a lot more. They've had transition that has been seamless, and I believe that they've kept faith with the mandate, because today alone, I know that the number of jobs directly and indirectly they've created has run into over hundreds and hundreds of thousands, and I think we need to give them a round of applause for that. And each time we see a smooth transition, even in the leadership of the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund. I can see her sitting. Bisoye Teju, she's here, and she's been able to hand over, very appropriately to the current chief executive. I think where we are with the Employment Trust Fund is what should be our ability to scale these numbers. How well can we work with our partners for us to be able to scale whatever modest achievement we've achieved to date? It really doesn't matter if it is 100,000 or 200,000 that have been a success story. How do we double those numbers? How do we ensure that in the next 2-3 years, we can do far better than we have done in the last 5 to 6 years? And that's why this kind of a summit is important. And that's why I want to be able to also speak to all of our partners, existing partners, will-be partners, and future partners that are listening to us. Because part of the things that I want to leave here with is to see a sense of commitment. On our part as a government, we want to be able to support this fund a lot more. I want to leave here believing that if this fund says to me that they want me to double what I give to them, and that if my partners can also double what they're going to do for them, then we're beginning to ski the scale of attempts for us to get to those numbers that our keynote speakers have talked about.
The high point of the event was the launch of Labour Market Information System by Governor Sanwo-Olu. The platform will provide up-to-date information to individuals and institutions seeking data about employment within Lagos State.
All right. Thank you.
From employment to retirement benefit, and the good news is that employees of Lagos State government who retire from the civil service will now get their full pension benefits and gratuity immediately after retirement. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu made this comment at the 105th Retirement Bond Certificate presentation ceremony, where he presented 4.5 billion naira to 2,000 retirees. Take a look.
3 months after over 4 billion naira was paid to 1,455 retirees in Lagos State, another set of 2,000 retirees converge on Events Arena, Oregon, to receive their bond certificate. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu joins the gathering for the 105 Retirement Benefit Bond Certificate presentation ceremony organized by the Lagos State Pension Commission. Director General of LASPEC says the payment of all backlogs demonstrates a significant achievement in public service under the current administration.
On the 15th of February, when Mr. Governor came for the 103rd retirement bond ceremony, he asked us a question. He said, how much is left for me to clear all the outstanding retirees? We gave him a figure and he said, Mr. Governor, if you were to give us 1 billion every month, within a year we clear it and Lagos State will be on pay as go. He said, no, I'm not giving you 1 billion. By the middle of this year, I will clear all the outstanding. So today, Mr. Governor, Mr. Deputy Governor, on behalf of the entire workforce of Lagos State, both active and retired, we say thank you, sirs. Retirement is a monumental milestone, symbolizing the accumulation of years of dedicated service, hard work, and commitment. We are here today to honor and reward the dedication by presenting retirement bond certificates, granting you access to the funds in your retirement savings account. The Lagos State Pension Commission has worked diligently to ensure timely processing and disbursement of pension benefits. In line with Mr. Governor's vision of a greater Lagos rising, we have fulfilled his promise to clear all backlogs of accrued rights payments. Clearing the backlog of accrued rights is a significant achievement, reflecting our dedication to addressing the challenges faced by our retirees. We understand the importance of these payments in securing a comfortable and dignified retirement, and we are committed to maintaining this momentum. Despite all Mr. Governor's commitments, today Mr. Governor will be paying 2,000 retirees with approximately 4.5 billion. My colleague, Mrs. Makinde, has told the retirees the options available to them. It's either you go for annuity or you do program withdrawal. Please, please, please. The two options are very good. Because Mr. A goes in one way, does not mean Mrs. B should go in that same way. Your circumstances and situations are different. So prayerfully, with your family, decide on which one to go for.
In Lagos State, the transition to pay-as-you-go template has set a precedent for establishing a sustainable and dependable pension system that helps retirees sustain themselves after long service.
The success of today's program sets a precedent for establishing a sustainable and dependable pension system in our dear Lagos State, which will serve as a model for other states in Nigeria. This gesture will undoubtedly improve the lives of our retirees, rebuild trust in the state's pension system, boost employee morale, enhance productivity, and ensure that public servants can confidently anticipate a secured retirement. The Ministry of Establishment and Training, in collaboration with the Lagos State Pension Commission, has worked diligently to ensure that the processes of disbursement of pension benefits are efficient and transparent, and we will continue to implement policies and programs that will enhance the livelihood of our dear retirees. In this vein, I would like to commend again and deeply appreciate Mr. Governor and Mr. Deputy Governor once again for their humane and considerate policies which have significantly uplifted the welfare of our retirees, making it possible for them to receive the dignity and support they deserve in retirement.
Some of the retirees who served the state government for 35 years are full of gratitude for the grace to finish well.
I want to thank the governor very much because he was able to, God is able to help him to do this. Because I'm hearing that now anybody as far as they are collecting, go as you pay, which we expect it should be so. And we thank God for what he has done. And more grace to his elbow.
I give glory to God, and I thank the governor of Lagos State, Sanwo-Olu, for giving me the opportunity to serve in Lagos State and for him to give me my money on time so I'll be able to spend my money. I did not die before my time. I glorify God. And I thank the Lagos State will continue to move forward. Lagos State, Ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó kò ní bàjẹ́.
Governor Sanwo-Olu says the state government has paid 59.7 billion naira to 17,039 retirees over the last 5 years and has introduced health insurance scheme for them to remain healthy even after service.
As a testament to the unwavering commitment of your government, Lagos State government, onto its retirees, and to celebrate your years of dedicated service to our beloved state. Today, like I said, marks the 105th, which will be the last, while we're presenting bond certificates, an historic landmark and a milestone as we transition into a new era of pension administration, which will now be pay as you go. We will not hold anybody again. From now on, all retirees of Lagos State government will be paid as they retire. Lagos State have cleared over 140 billion naira. This government alone, since then, this government alone, with today, we've done over 60 billion. And so, this makes us top performer in the pension payment. Today, I'm pleased to announce that over 2,000 retirees will be receiving their bond certificates totaling 4,651,659,536.82 kobo. This fund, along with their monthly contribution, have already been remitted into our respective retirement savings accounts with their pension fund administrators. In addition to financial entitlement, the Lagos State government, through the Lagos State Health Insurance Management Agency, has launched an health insurance scheme that is tailored specifically for our retirees. The DG is here, Dr. Zamba. I don't know if she has spoken with you. She has. So we are making that plan. We don't want these monies for you to use it on health. We want you to have a special health insurance so that with your health insurance, you don't have to pay everything. As you get older, I know that there will be health challenges. So that's why, we brought also the health insurance so that you pay minimally, and you have all of the coverage that comes with it.
Those 2,000 retirees look forward to the next phase of life with high expectations of a future assured.
And finally on the program is the inauguration of a 10-story rising Lagos apartment and multi-floor Greater Lagos LBIC WGC apartments in Sanwo-Olu area of the state. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu says the two new housing schemes is to help meet the demand for decent homes in the state.
A new housing scheme has just been completed in Sanwo-Olu area of Lagos. The 10-floor rising Lagos apartment is a 3-block residential development, consists of 50 units of 3-bedroom flats and 10 units of 2-bedroom flats built by Lagos Building Investment Company to reduce the housing deficit in the state. The Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu is here to hand over the estate for public use. Those in charge of the scheme says the project is an indication that the state-owned property company is committed to drive the transformative agenda of Governor Sanwo-Olu's administration.
We are witnessing history in the making as we unveil two remarkable architectural achievements that embodied a shared vision and determination. The commissioning of these two projects highlights Governor Sanwo-Olu's unwavering commitment to providing affordable housing that not only just meets our people's needs, but also drives economic growth. The theme agenda is not just a slogan, it is a blueprint for progress, and today's event further proves its effectiveness. The WGC LBIC Greater Lagos Flat and initiative of LBIC is a joint venture scheme between LBIC, WGC, that's the construction company. This scheme, like I said, features 144 units of affordable homes. And I want to say thank you for the management of this joint venture that partnered with us to deliver these projects. We've also done joint ventures on multiple sites. So apart from the 60 apartments that you see here, we also have 144 apartments in various sites in our ward of here. So totally, in total, we're contributing about 240-something houses to help in bridging the housing deficit in Lagos State.
For Governor Sanwo-Olu, the housing needs of the state is yet to be met and will continue to work with the private sector to close the gap.
LBIC, WGC construction, we can see that when we work together, it's the citizens that truly feel the dividends of democracy. Our people feel us when we are committed, when we see that there's a need for us to share responsibility, both from government and the private sector. The citizens and the community are better for it. This project, like they've said, was launched a while back, but it has had its own challenge of abandonment, of wrong contractor, wrong engagement. But at the end of the day, we're happy that we can hand over these beautiful flats to our citizens. And I believe this is driven by the sheer desire to ensure that LBIC continues to be used strategically to meet the shortage of housing that we have in a big and urban city like ours. And the initiative that LBIC had employed, the board and management, is actually very commendable. And like the chairman said, they needed to roll up the sleeves and ensure that this project is completed and is handed over. And that's what we keep saying, not until when you complete a project, it's not done. You cannot get recommended or get approval for efforts. The only approval you get when we have a final result. And it's only when you have final result that the citizens can feel the full benefit of it. So I want to thank and commend the board and management of LBIC once again. And so you can see that housing plays a vital role in the fabric of our society. A safe, comfortable, affordable home is not just a basic human need. It is indeed a cornerstone for building stronger family ties, fostering community development, and ensuring that the total well-being of a citizen is achieved.
That's not all. Another multi-floor Greater Lagos LBIC WGC apartment is also delivered in Amuwo-Odofin. The scheme sits on 18,682 square meters with 144 units, 61 bedroom and 52 two-bedroom flats.
Permit me to announce that under my administration, LBIC's strategic imperative shall be strengthened to ensure that it contributes immensely to driving the transformational agenda of Mr. Governor. LBIC in the next 4 years, by the special grace of God, shall pursue the following. We want to significantly multiply the number of contributors to mortgage in Lagos State. I've come to realize that really, in this country, we have this belief that you have to blow to build a house. It is a wrong impression. If you go everywhere in the world, you don't need to have money. What I'm saying is that you just need to be employed, gainfully employed or self-employed, and you approach for mortgage loan. That is why we're here. I want to assure you, as long as you meet the minimum requirements, we are here to support you. So what we do, the cutting edge we have as an institution is that as we are building, we are supporting you with the loans for you to acquire these houses. We want to also focus on green building. One of the things in the world today is to ensure that we reduce emission. And so one of our goals is to partner with organizations around the world to bring in those low funding funds to build areas whereby we can take advantage of green area and green form of building.
The state government says provision of decent accommodation will continue to remain top priority to foster community development and improve well-being of Lagosians.
You live in ambience like this, you will be your brother's keeper. You will surrender your individual to a collective community engagement. And it's only when we do that, and we do it very well, that you can see that society truly really develop and citizens live understanding that everybody have a role to play. It is therefore for me a momentous occasion to unveil these two groundbreaking projects that has taken critical steps in the pursuit of actualizing our vision of transforming Lagos into a really functional 21st century, resilient, highly livable city state that we'll truly be proud of. We're here at the Rising Lagos Apartment, which is a development of 60 units of 2-bed and 3-bed apartments. And you can see that it's been well finished. And I'm hoping and believing that all of the occupiers will maintain and take proper use and proper care of it. The second, which will just walk down the road, is we'll also be handing over the WGC Ibile Greater Lagos Flats, which is a mixed development project which features 114 units. 144 units. Thank you, Shola. These initiatives further demonstrate our commitments using our PPP model, where both the government and private sector puts funding together and they solve the social needs of our environment.
These housing schemes will no doubt go a long way to bridge the housing deficit in Lagos metropolis.
And that's the program for this week. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Ayotunde Balogun. Remember, be the best you can, obey all state laws, help keep our environment clean, but most importantly, always stay safe. Till next time, it's bye for now.